welcome to New Journeys Counselling channel. My name is Marianne and you've probably watched a few of my videos on here. If you haven't, then welcome if this is the first time you've tuned in. So today what I want to talk about is self-esteem and self-worth really, and how you can build and have a positive self-worth and self-esteem within yourself, because there are so many people walking around who have negative views of themselves, who have a really low self-worth. And I come across this within my counselling practice. I work with many people who sometimes it's not always linked to stress or depression. Sometimes people just have a really low view of themselves. It could be because of the relationships they've been in. It could be because of family members telling them certain things. Could be because of childhood abuse or just childhood issues. There could be a number of reasons, but the end result is that a person has a really low view of themselves. They can be really self-conscious. They can be quite sensitive. They can become quite upset easily and feel hurt when someone makes a comment about them. And it's not a very nice way to live, really. If you've got this low self-esteem and you're walking around and you don't feel you look pretty, you don't feel you're worthy of being in a relationship, you don't feel like you're worthy of being in a good job, it can affect all aspects of who you are and how you view yourself. So I think doing work on yourself to build your self-esteem so that you get to a point where you 100% feel confident about who you are, where you accept yourself, with your flaws and your positives, where no matter what someone says to you, it doesn't kind of take you over the edge because you're solid within yourself as a person. I think it's worth doing the work, whether you do that within a counselling setting or whether you do the work yourself through reading, through self-help, personal development and growth workshops. It's worth doing. That's my feeling. So I'm just going to take you through 3 ways that you can maybe build self-esteem within yourself, and then you can sort of go from there on that journey really. The number one thing I would say is that you need to have confidence in who you are. Now, even though that sounds simple, and people will probably be saying, well, you can't just become confident, you can't just feel good about yourself when you've been feeling bad about yourself like for years. But what I'm trying to say is that you are unique. There's only one of you. No one else looks like you, talks like you. No one else has your DNA. So it's about accepting and embracing yourself for who you are. Be confident. If you feel you've got imperfections or you're looking at... Because comparing yourself to other people isn't always going to be a no-win situation. There's never ever going to be someone who is like you. You're all unique. So if you walk around saying, well, I have beautiful eyes and I love my lips, but I'm not, as thin as that person. Or, oh, I love my hair, I love my skin colour, but that person's got more muscles than me. You're just in a losing battle, and it's also a pointless exercise, because even if you had the muscles or you had lost the weight, you're still going to be you and they're still going to be them. So what I'm trying to say with tip number 1 is be confident about who you are. Just embrace yourself fully. Don't justify anything. Don't dismiss anything. Just love the whole you as a person, with all your flaws, with all your positives, but just love it, own it, and then be confident about that. Because by doing that, it means that you're so comfortable in your skin, other people are going to see that, and you're just going to feel good, because you're going to know that, okay, maybe today I don't look my best, or maybe I don't look like someone else, but I'm happy with who I am. So that's number 1, is embracing who you are. Tip number 2 to build self-esteem is to recognise where you are within that journey. Recognise, are you someone, give yourself a number really. So in terms of self-esteem and self-worth, maybe you want to sit down and think, is my self-esteem at this moment in time a number 6? Which means 0 is probably very low, 10 extremely high, self-esteem, self-worth. If you're in between, maybe you can look at what are some of the things I can work on to lift it, to a high level. Do I feel low at the moment because I've just come out of a relationship? Is my self-esteem low at the moment because, I'm having changes within my body? Maybe I'm pregnant, maybe I'm put on weight for other reasons and I don't feel as attractive. Is my self-esteem low because I've been around negative people and they've been saying negative things to me? Try and figure out why your self-esteem at this moment in your life is low, and then look at how you can work on it. What are some of the things you can do? Maybe you can change some of your friendships, maybe you can work on your fitness and exercise. Whatever it is that will help, then maybe you can look at doing that to lift your self-esteem. And the third thing really is to just, once you've identified that you do have low self-esteem and low worth, then maybe look at who you can talk to about this. So it doesn't always need to be a counsellor, but counselling is a really good way of working on people's self-esteem, because your counsellor will fully 100% give you that non-judgmental attitude that you need. They will embrace you for you, and they will help you to work on your self-esteem. But if you don't want to go and see a counsellor because you're not at that level where you feel it's impacting on your life to that degree, go and speak to someone who really cares about you and someone who loves you enough that they're going to make you feel good. So it's still about interacting with people who can build your self-esteem, and as opposed to people who can bring it down. If you're already sensitive and you're already like struggling with self-esteem, you don't feel good, you don't feel like you're attractive, you don't feel intelligent, you don't feel whatever. The last thing you need to do is to go to someone who's going to tease you, thinking it's banter, but say, well, you've always been thick anyway, it's because you're blonde, or, you've always been big, you've always been fat, you're never going to, be that attractive, it's me that I'm the attractive, all those sorts of people who are going to just put you down and are just going to keep you in that level of having low self-esteem. Who needs that? What you need is for someone to say, well, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful the way you are, and if someone keeps saying that to you, then hopefully eventually you'll believe it. So there you go, there were just 3 quick tips on how you can work on your self-esteem. Self-esteem and self-worth is such a big area, such a big topic, I can't do it justice in this little bit of time, but it was just to give you a few tips, because it is definitely a big percentage of the clients I work with suffer with low self-esteem. Go on YouTube, watch some videos, mine, but also other people's. Listen to motivational speeches, and listen to your favourite music. Anything that will lift your confidence in your self-esteem and get you to feel good about yourself is worth doing, because there's only one of you, like I said, and you have to learn to love yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. For more videos, just subscribe or just tune in. I try to make videos at least weekly or fortnightly. Also, you can find New Journeys Counselling on my Facebook page, and you can also find me at www.nujourneys.co.uk. Thank you for watching. Bye.